Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 5 of Direwolf20's FTB Retro Series. I am making a bunch of things. So, last episode we made this awesome dark room. And what it does is it turns bone meal into lots of EMC. More EMC than the bone meal itself costs to make. So you have a net gain. Let's take a look. So if we were to get this bone, which is 144 EMC, which I guess is 48 times 3, I'm guessing. And we were to drop you into here and activate this lever. I'm going to do it when I'm up here already. Sort of. We should see stuff showing up. Nice. Look at that. Items appearing in the chests. Decent amount of them, too. Very decent. Nothing to sneeze at, right? And then once the bone meal's all gone, then we are in trouble and we need more. So, but we can take all those fancy items. Like so. And go do stuff with them. Like turn them into things. So I just used 9 bone meal to get all these items, right? So let's see how much bone meal I can get using these items. So we're going to make bone meal the focus. We're going to burn everything up and convert them to bone meal. 18. So I just doubled the amount of bone meal I originally had. Awesome. Let's do that again, shall we? So we're going to go over here. We're going to drop you in. We're going to activate you. Burning up all our bone meal. That's enough. We'll let it run once or twice more just to make sure the transposers pick things up. And it's raining. Collect all our loots. By the way, this also gives us access to seeds and flax seeds and flowers. We just got all these things courtesy of the bone meal. Cool. So we will burn you up. We will make sure bone meal is the focus. And I'll click the right one eventually, I promise. Dude, 49 bone meal. What's up? How cool is that? Huh? I think that's very cool. So now we have more things to do. Because we need to automate this more. Because I'm not going to run back and forth like this anymore. That I am 100% done with. So let's do something. So this stuff's all doing what it's supposed to be doing. I think it's about time we make an item from equivalent exchange. A block, specifically. That will make things a little bit easier for us. So there's a chest. There's a very cool and useful chest called the energy condenser. Does require 4 diamonds, a bit of obsidian, an alchemical chest, which requires these things. Luckily, the covalence dusts are relatively easy to get. So let's get an alchemical chest first. So that's going to be coal and diamond, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's do that. Let's get 4 of you into that. Cool. So, coal and diamond. This will get us... So we're going to use 1 diamond here, but that's okay. Does that have to be coal? I think we can convert these, can't we? I thought this was a thing. If not, I can just do it here. Charcoal. There is a way to convert coal. 4 charcoal... becomes coal. Oh, okay, cool. That's neat. I didn't know it was 4. That's good to know. Is that... That's, what, 128 EMC? And this is what? 32 EMC. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't realize that there was that much of a difference between charcoal and coal. Guess that's the way it was back in the day. Cool. Coal. So I've got coal now. Neat. Okay, I'll take it. So we need to do... Alright, so... First things first. Alchemical chest. Redstone and iron. and coal and cobblestone. I'm guessing that was coal, right? Charcoal and cobblestone. Okay. So charcoal and cobblestone in the grid. Okay. Redstone and iron. Shapeless. And this dust will last us for a very long time. As right now we only need one of each. Cool. And then to make the alchemical chest, we will need another diamond, which shouldn't be too terrible. Do I have everything I need here? I need a little bit of a chest. And then we should be good, right? Nice. Now, I believe that this item does have EMC, so it should be convertible directly. Right? Look at that. Boom. So if I wanted my diamonds back, no problem. Easy peasy. Okay? And I think this stuff has EMC. So if I wanted this back to diamonds, I could do that as well. Not a big deal. Alright, let's move on to the next phase. So this guy can make the energy condenser, but it requires 4 diamonds, which is a lot of diamonds. A lot more than I really have the EMC for, I think. So, give me a minute to think about how I want to handle that. I want to manually do my bone mealing for a bit. I might wind up doing that. But this should rapidly escalate to the point where, and I can speed this timer up a little bit too. So let's make this like half a second. Nice. That should be fine. We should be getting large amounts of stuff in here. Beautiful, that's what I want to see. Everything's coming in, doing what we want to do. So yeah, definitely a little bit quicker. So for now it's manual, but soon that we're going to build some automation for this. And ideally, I'd really like to get to the next phase. And I don't know the rewards that I'm going to get for the next phase of this quest series. I really don't know what my rewards will be. I'd like to be able to get to the point where I have grass. Because if I could make the tubes from pneumatic tubes from Red Power too, that would be amazing. If I'm being honest. Wow, that is a lot of EMC. Look at that, dude. It's crazy. Crazy amounts of EMC. So I've got, whoa, almost 2 stacks of bone meal now. Hugely awesome. Okay, no, I have a lot of bone meal. That is cool by me. All right. Yeah. So let's go through these bone meals in, and we'll come back in a minute. I might do this 1 or 2 more times just to get a good amount of EMC, and then we'll come back and see what's next. So we're back. Look at this awesomeness. This is what just ran from like my last batch. It's just crazy how much we're getting. So like that's enough almost to make a diamond. That's more than enough to make a diamond. How cool is that? Oh, I love it. Alright, so let's get a diamond out, and then we can get a bunch of bone meal. And then, get wool. And I'm going to get a piece of wood, and we'll get the rest of iron, and wood, that's fine, and cobblestone. Clean. Nice. Hey, look at that. I have a bed. We'll sleep right about here. Nice. So, large amounts of EMC coming in courtesy of Darkroom. Like I said, very, very efficient way of making large amounts of stuff. I just made enough for a diamond. I love it. Alright, cool. I might just turn this diamond into more bone meal. So target you, boom, 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 and out. Awesome. And then a little bit of wood as excess. Perfect. Look at that. Tons of bone meal. Okay, that's cool. So next steps will be probably, I think, 1 more iteration of this, and then we'll be in really good shape. So let's let this run for a few minutes. That's going to make large amounts of EMC, and we'll be right back. And I think what I'm going to do is re-review my list of items that I need to make, because I'm debating whether I want to upgrade this or if I want to complete the next objective. I can upgrade that, but it's not terrible as a manual process. And the next objective might make it a lot easier to automate. And if I'm right about what I get from a redstone paradise, though burn rubber feels like the next quest, and then the Bronze Age. So we'll have to see. I'm going to start looking at, do I have the stuff and the resources right now to do this? So we'll be right back. All right, so I've got the list of items. If you don't have it, rewind the video. We are going to now see if we have enough. So the quarry is definitely the most expensive item by far, but let's prep. This is my chest for storing stuff, right? So let's get cracking. So I should have just made a bunch of EMC. This ran for a few minutes, so we can turn you off. The bone meal is empty. Let's see how we did. So we'll collect all this good stuff. Wow, this is gonna be a lot. I might have to make 2 trips, which frankly excites me a little bit. Totally can't wait to automate this some more. Dark rooms for the win. So we'll dump all this into here. And I think I can pull this off, you know, especially considering that I have so much EMC by way of bone meal and whatnot. And I have all those other chests. So we will do our best. Dude, that's several diamonds right there. That was what, a few stacks of bone meal? Why aren't you running? Come on, run. There we go. All right, so one more trip. You and whatever's left in here. Awesome. And like I said, eventually this will all be 110% fully automated. But for now, we do it the old-fashioned way, running back and forth. How cool is that? Tons of EMC. All right, so diamonds for sure. Let's convert some of these diamonds into gold because I know we're going to need some of that, and some iron. And then we'll go from there. And some redstone. So first things first, we're going to need a clock. Easy peasy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Clock, check. That's the first item. Next, we're going to need a block breaker. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll get some of this stuff out, and we'll get some wood to help me out. So a block breaker, as I recall, just needed an iron pickaxe. And we're probably going to want a few pistons here. So let's just snag a few. And we'll probably also want a few chests. Cool. So I think the breaker had the piston, this, and cobble. Nice. So block breaker, that's objective 2 of 9. Okay. Next up, we need an energy crystal, which is a diamond surrounded by redstone. Check and check. Not a problem. Next up, a deployer, which we know how to make. I want to say the piston on the deployer goes on top. It's transposer and deployer are opposites. There we go, deployer. Done. Next up, piston. Done. Next up, dispenser, which I think is the vanilla dispenser, I presume. Yes, so a bow and arrow, which means we need a few string. Can you target string, please? Thank you. And we'll do sticks. Cool, with redstone and this underneath here. Dispenser check. Next up, transposer. That shouldn't be a problem. Get out a piston, thank you. That should be the chest on the bottom, I want to say. Because I remember saying that the chest and the redstone are flipped. Okay, I was wrong. Transposer. Oh, derp. That it? Yeah, transposer. Cool. And then a timer, which I believe is the thing that we've made a couple of already. So that shouldn't be too hard of a challenge. Take some of you. 2 torches. this, this, 2, 2, 1, boom, boom, and that should be everything I need. Cool. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, cathode, not you, you, and you. So the last bit, which is the tough part, which is the really tough part, which is gonna hurt and be very painful, and I don't even know if I can pull it off ever in my lifetime, but it's gonna be the quarry time. So that's the hardest part of this objective, obviously. So we're gonna need copious amounts of iron, gold, diamonds, 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 and lots of diamonds. So to be clear, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pieces of gold, 8 plus 3 diamonds, so 11 diamonds, 16 gold, a bunch of iron, which I'm not going to be too worried about. That's really where we're at. So 11 diamonds and 16 gold. That's what we need to make right now, and that's a lot of stuff. So I think what we're going to do is let's first work towards the diamonds, because that's going to obviously be the more challenging of the two objectives. So how are we doing down here? We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too great, but we're not doing too bad. Cool. We'll convert this to diamonds, and we'll get a bunch of bone meal. So let's do you. Well, to be fair, we're not doing too bad here, actually. That's a pretty good amount of EMC. I'll take it, for sure. And we have a bunch of gunpowder, too, which is super nice to have. So there's a few diamonds. We're making progress. Let's get more bone meal. Let's convert a bunch of stuff to bone meal. So we also have this alchemical chest, which I've made, so I'm going to swap into bone meal now. Okay. And I'm going to go let my dark room run a little bit and come back in a minute, and we'll make more diamonds. And then we'll make a bunch of gold, and then we'll be in good shape. Cool? And then we should be cool for the quarry. I love how well this works, by the way. All right, back in a moment. All right, guys, we are back. And I'm making some progress, I don't mind telling you. So currently burning through a bunch of bone meal. I also recently collected my mob drops here and converted them into diamonds. Not a bad haul, if I do say so myself. The mob drops are definitely good, but the dark room is definitely better, like by far. And we haven't even automated it yet. We're still doing this part manually, and it's still better. So let's go upstairs and see what's up. So we should have a decent amount of resources that came in. Cool. And the loop that I've been doing has basically been collect them all. I've found about 3 to 4 stacks of bone meal is a decent amount to go with, and that'll about fill your inventory. So I think I had about 3.5 stacks of bone meal and almost a full inventory worth of loot to carry back. So step 1, come over here, drop it off, boom. The first level here is usually enough to get more bone meal-ish. Usually maybe 1 or 2 more sets here. Like that. That should be good, yeah. And then the rest I'll convert to diamonds. Cool. So we'll put all this stuff here. And then what I've been doing is converting it to diamonds and gold and leaving the rest of the EMC in there. So, boom. I don't know how that popped into my inventory like that, but 8 diamonds is where we're at. I think I only need 3 more. So we're going to repeat this process a few more times off camera and come back once I've got a bunch of stuff. All right, guys, I think this is it. 12 diamonds. Nice. All right, cool. So with that in mind, I'm going to go kick off another batch of this stuff with some bone meal I just accumulated. Sweet. Can't wait for automating this stuff. Automation is key, obviously, in this map. And we're going to get a little bit more gold from our mob drops. Gonna have to see if we can increase that efficiency, because it's not running as smoothly as I might want it to right at the moment. So a little bit more gold. So let's see if we've got close to what we need to have for this guy. So for a quarry, first things first, we're going to need a diamond pickaxe, right? Boom. Diamond pickaxe. Check. And then we're going to need a bunch of gears. In total, we're going to need 7 gears. So let's get... 8, 7 gears. Okay. All of these will need to turn into stone gears. No double clicking. And all of these will need to turn into iron gears. So let's get a couple more pieces of iron. Okay. And then we're going to need 4 gold and 2 diamond. So for the 4 gold, I thought I had 11. Did I get 12 diamonds? Must have got 12 diamonds. Alright, well, let's turn this into gold then. Can always swap it back, right? So 4 gold. So close, just need a little bit more gold. Should be able to accumulate that from this batch of flowers. Which is obviously still running and is not that big a deal. That's as full of an inventory as I'm gonna get with all this junk I have, and that's fine. So make sure you don't burn the wrong things here. Not that, you know, considering it's EMC, you'll get it back, but no biggie. I wish shift clicking put it into the flame spot, and I'm suspecting, my memory tells me that that changed at some point, and that it did. Okay, so 1 more gold. And then half of these become diamond gears. Cool. And then we just need a piece of redstone. Boom. And then what we should have is 3 of these, 1 of you, 2 diamond gears, 2 of you guys, and quarry. Nice. Dude. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's put this stuff in organization. Let's take these with me, and we're going to go drop them into the looting system. And hopefully everybody behaves and we get what we're supposed to get. Sound cool? So 1, that's right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool? And that should activate the redstone paradise light in about a moment. Right? Right? Redstone paradise? Nice! The light's on. That's cool. Alright, so let's go upstairs and get a reward. Dun 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 dun. I suspect it's gonna be rubber. Or a rubber tree sapling. Yep, and copper. Sweet. That is exciting. Alright, well I'm down with that as an optional reward. So let's go teach it to our transmutation tablet. Remember, that's priority uno, numero uno. So you can go in there, learned. Now we have rubber tree saplings, learned. Now we have copper. Cool. I'm suspecting there's a way to make tin with copper. Am I right in that? Or am I not getting tin anytime soon? Interesting. All right, well, we've got rubber. And we've got, so that's going to obviously lead towards industrial craft. Not quite the reward I was hoping for, but that's okay. We can still do some automations. I wasn't sure if I was going to get what I need for brass. I need clay, and I'm guessing that's one of the rewards. But we'll see. It's been so long since I played this map, I don't really remember. So it's tricky because, like, I would like to automate, but I want to do it in an efficient way, right? I want to do it in a way that makes sense. So we'll get a few more of you guys. I have to remember the process for getting tin. If it's not given to me. And I did teach you how to make copper, right? Cool. Yeah, so you can make copper and you can make rubber tree saplings. Sweet. Wow, that's a lot more rubber tree saplings than I currently need. Okay. So let's, I don't think I need this tree farm anymore, to be honest. I mean, it's nice to have, don't get me wrong. Now, copper's good, but I need tin, because then I can make a forestry farm, right? So that's something I'm going to have to figure out. So let me come back in a minute and see if I can figure out how to make tin. Tin, tin, tin. Tin, 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 tin. There's got to be a way. Okay, so luckily I have easy access to bone meal. Haha. And we're going to just grow a rubber tree too. Rubber tree or two would be the words that I meant to speak. And do we have a scythe? Let's see, red power items. Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding, guys? Red power, I swore. Yes, cool. All right, well, no, wait, that's, yeah, sapphire sickle. Okay, let's make a sickle. If I remember correctly, yes, nice. I knew that that existed. Sickles don't work on trees. What shenanigans are you? See you later. Sickles don't work on trees, guys. Guess what I just learned? That's right. I learned that sickles don't work in trees in 1.5. How painful is that? Alright, we're gonna get some rubber, and now I have to remember, and I don't remember, which is why I need to remember, if resin or rubber has an EMC value. If it does, then easy peasy, we don't need this rubber tree farm. And if it doesn't, then we're going to have to grow a rubber tree farm. We'll find out pretty quickly, I'm sure. So that's good enough for me. Let's get a tree tap. Wood. Pretty sure the tree tap recipe hasn't changed in a long time. Something like that. Sweet. Resin. Sticky situation. Nice. And then we'll go investigate what our next objective is for this insanity map. Cool. Okay. So can you have an EMC value? Nice, you do. That's awesome. Does rubber? That's a question that I'm going to find out the answer to in a second. So spoiler alert. Well, no, this isn't a spoiler alert. What do I want to say? So here's a little known fact. Did you guys ever notice that rubber trees, even in 1.10, instantly grow on the first application of bone meal? That's a carryover from way back in the day when that used to be a vanilla mechanic. That's right. Isn't that neat? So rubber, can you EMC? No. So resin, yes. Rubber, no. Good to know. So I can just do resin, which is how much EMC? How much EMC was that resin? 24. Okay, well, that's actually not too bad. Boom. Get a dozen of it, and you cook up a little bit more. We're going to use charcoal, not coal, for this cooking, because charcoal's EMC value is way less than coal, and it's kind of wasteful to do what I just did a minute ago. All right, so while that's cooking, obviously rubber is the next objective. So we want to go find the monument category of burn rubber, which is a lightish blue teal kind of cyanish color. So burn rubber, where are you hiding? Is this it? Yeah, it is. All right, EU detector, miner, MFE, not bad, not bad. Macerator, HV transformer, electric furnace, compressor, Tesla coil, cropmatron. That seems doable. Okay. All right, guys, so I think what I'm going to do, more than likely, is wrap up the episode here. We've now breached into the industrial craft age of this map, which means I can start making some IC2 machines, which will be nice, because IC2 machines are great, and I love them. And there's some good stuff that we can get as a result of doing IC2 machines. Cool? So that's what we're going to do. Any bone meal in here? Nope. I'm just going to have to do this, 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 3, 4 stacks of you, and we'll put some of you away and turn the rest into, I don't know, copper. Now we've got a bunch of copper ready to go for IC2. Nice. So we cooked up a bunch of rubber. Well done. And I'll maybe even turn some gold into some resin. So let's do this. Focus you. I don't know if I want to turn gold into resin. I think a couple pieces of iron into resin would make more sense, right? 1 piece of iron equates to close to 10 resin. That seems reasonable. Okay. That's cool. All right, so yeah, we'll come back next time. We will work towards IC2 stuff. Now remember, Industrial Craft 2, a little bit different than it is. If we look at industrial machines, for example, induction furnace, electric furnace, iron furnace. Look, there's no hammers, there's no scissors, there's none of that stuff, right? It's all about iron in Industrial Craft. Literally all about iron. And look, even the old iron furnace recipe that has cheaper iron equivalences exists. How cool is that? So, yeah, that's pretty neat. And machine frame. What is a machine block? Refined iron, which is made simply by smelting iron. Cool. Looking forward to playing with IC2 in 125. I hope you guys are. Daryl20 signing off on episode 5. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, take it easy.